Guys, so I just hit week 2, the end of week 2, and I'm doing great. I'm feeling great. I have some clips from the last week and a half that I want to share with you guys. So far we haven't been doing too much serving because we're trying to like slowly get mixed into the environment here. But these 2 weeks have been so joyful and so fun and comfortable. The amount of prophetic words that each of us girls have already gotten, the amount of freedom that we've already gotten through the Lord, the amount of memories and bonding that has taken place already in these 2 weeks is absolutely insane. And it literally just goes to show, like, we are all four meant to be here. Like, all four of us girls are supposed to be here, and the Lord was so intentional with who he placed in our house. I have a little coffee because if you know me, you know I love coffee. But yeah, it's been so great, and I'm feeling pretty at home already. I feel like us girls already have a little routine that we've just like dove right into, and we all love each other. We're all getting along great. We've already checked out a couple of the thrift shops around. Yeah, thrift shops, a couple of vintage stores to browse around. And we've had a couple of classes already. We've had 6 classes, I think, because I think we do three days a week is like school stuff. And then 1 day a week is kind of like, we help out around campus with stuff. Like here in a few seconds, I'm going to show you some clips of the week and stuff like that. And we made beds for an upcoming retreat intensive. So that was a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. It was hard at first, but once we got into the swing of things, it was really cool. But I don't want to keep you guys too long without showing you anything. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the clips of what we did the last couple of weeks, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's been fun. So starting out strong for Monday, we were helping to set up the beds for this next week's upcoming retreat intensive for guests. Helping to set up these beds was a little tricky at first, but once we got into the swing of things, we actually ended up getting pretty good at it. I am not ashamed to say that before this, I was not very good at making beds at all. I actually found it extremely tricky to help make beds in my own house. I could just never seem to get the sheets to stay on properly. But I'm not gonna lie, after you make like 12 beds in a row, you get really good at it really quickly, and I honestly speaking feel like a professional now. It also was probably easier because I had 2 people doing it instead of just myself. Also, another thing I will say is they have extremely cute bedding for these intensives. This is decor that I would use in my own home. I am really glad that I had help because I cannot imagine setting up this room by myself. It would have taken absolutely forever, but it turned out so stinking cute. Okay, I am about to start reading the Bible because it's due tomorrow to finish all of Genesis. I'm already 20 chapters deep, so I have 30 more chapters, but I'm going to power through it, and I'm prophesying that it's not going to be hard because reading the Bible shouldn't be hard, but I'm a human, So as I was reading Genesis, I decided to take some notes. Liz popped by to say hi, but then I had to lock in because if I didn't, I was never going to get it done. My friend McKenna ended up joining me, so it was nice to have some company. Here's me walking to class on Wednesday morning. In class, we talked about the book of Genesis. It was an extremely fruitful time, and it was great to hear their perspective. On Thursday, it was going to be April's birthday, so after class, we ran to the store so that we could prepare these cakes for her. My friend Anna Gabriella also loves to bake, so she was baking these cookies to sell at this local store. When I tell you I have never tasted cookies this good, I am being so serious. I don't know how she does it, but these cookies are absolutely phenomenal, and I now crave them. We decided that we should also get April some flowers. So Anna Gabriella is so kind and said that she would help make a floral arrangement if I picked out some flowers. I will say it's so nice to have a friend that knows how to do this kind of stuff because I personally do not, and I am afraid that I would ruin it. So I am truly so grateful for her help, and the bouquet ended up being so beautiful, and it was so girly and cute, and we ended up tying a little velvet bow on the front, which made it even more adorable, and I was so excited to give them to April. Thursday morning, we headed to the church for morning prayer and worship, which is also where we would see April. After prayer and worship was done, we snuck off to go set up the cake and light the candles for her. The whole time we were doing this, we were so worried that she would walk in on us, but she didn't, and the surprise did not get ruined. It took us a few moments to find her, but once we did, her reaction was so special. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear April. After we cut the cake, we took off with April to go to her favorite donut store in Portland. The donuts were absolutely delicious, and I had never heard of this place until now, so it was cool to have a new experience. I also thought it was so adorable how tiny the donuts were. And then after donuts, me and the girls thought it would be so fun to go and check out some local vintage stores. Friday rolled around so quick, and it's our day off, so we ended up deciding to go check out this lookout point, which I didn't even know existed, so that was a fun surprise. After we did some sightseeing, we decided to go to these food carts, which had so many different options, and it was truly a fun experience. I crave pad thai constantly, so of course that's what I got. So on Saturday, we originally only planned to check out this local coffee shop, but we ended up having some last minute spontaneous plans, which ended up being such a blast. And since it's fall, you already know I got pumpkin flavor. We ended the day with Plato's Closet, and I got a sweater, and that was my week. That's all of the footage that I have for you guys. Basically, it was like a week long of adventuring and exploring and having fun. I feel like we really have spent a lot of time going out and about, like seeing what's in the area that we're in. Obviously, I didn't get to like film as much class time just because like I'm learning. I don't really have like the time to film or anything like that, but I did try to get like a little bit in there. But I will say that this week has been really fun. Like I said, a lot of exploring, a lot of trying some food spots in the area. There was the one place in Troutdale which had a bunch of like food vendors, and you got to walk around and like choose from a bunch of different options. That was super cool. The Plato's Closets here are really good. Like every time I go to a Plato's Closet, which has only been twice, I found something that I liked. For fall, I did end up getting myself this little sweater because it was so cheap. See how cute that is? But yeah, I am having a great time. I'm learning a lot. We read the entire book of Genesis in a week, and now we're reading the entire book of Exodus in a week, and so on and so forth. And it was a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It was a lot to read an entire book of the Bible in 1 week, on top of reading like another book, like in a novel. But it's good because you're like getting so much information, and your mind is growing and you're learning a lot biblically. We have also had teachings from like other people on the ministry team, and I'm so appreciative. I'm so glad I'm here, and it's so nice. It's like equal amounts of learning, serving, and having fun. Like and even when we're serving, we're having fun, you know, like making those beds like was such an experience. And we were told to look at it from the angle of like every bed that you make is a man or woman that's coming to this retreat and are getting to experience God. And so we got to pray over each of the beds in the rooms, and it's going to be great to hear the testimonies that come out of this retreat. I'm really excited for them, and it's cool that we got to play a part in that. But yeah, that's what I've been up to this last week. Super fun, learning a lot, growing a lot, finding my identity in Christ, and excited for what's to come. That's all I have this week. But I love you guys. And so does Jesus, of course, most importantly. But yeah, never forget that you're known and loved by your creator. And he wants a relationship with you. Yeah. See you next time.